Christmas story tells us how God is moving heaven and earth to bring his salvation to the world. He touches the lives of the high and the low. All people in the known world were commanded to register. And among thousands of others, a young couple in the small village of Nazareth in Galilee traveled to the village of the kings, Bethlehem in Judea. Outside of Bethlehem, the young woman gave birth to her child, the God-child, Jesus. And he was worshipped by the simple shepherds, by kings, by scientists, and even by the angels. He was the answer to centuries of promise, hope, and longing. And yet he was born into a political context where he immediately became the victim of the hatred of the ruler in the country who jealously sought his life. The little family became refugees as they fled to Egypt, and only after several years were they able to return to their homeland. This unpretentious story, like no other, has inspired artists, musicians, poets, and singers. And we continue to be inspired and moved by this story of God born into the world, exactly like one of us. I continue to be amazed by the creativity and the dedication that I see in the United Methodist churches in the Nordic and Baltic countries, not least during the time of Advent and Christmas. There are numerous concerts, choir concerts, classical concerts, gospel concerts, rock concerts. There are performances, theater, and musicals. Churches are reaching out to the poor. They are giving food baskets and Christmas gifts to families with few resources, and they are doing their best to be supportive and helpful of the people around them in their communities. Churches are offering Christmas Eve dinners, Christmas parties, and other kinds of fellowship events. Worship services are being offered in collaboration with schools, retirement homes, and kindergartens. And of course, there are all the worship services and the special traditions, like the Advent wreath, the Lucia, and the Nativity plays. And not least, the extra offering on Christmas Eve for ministries and aid to poor countries. It has always been deeply meaningful to me to celebrate Christmas. I've been fortunate to have first-hand experience of some of the ways in which our churches are telling the Christmas story, proclaiming with the angels, "For see, I bring you good news of great joy for all the people." The prophet Isaiah named him Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Eternal Father, Prince of Peace. His mother Mary simply named him Jesus. May this Christmas be filled with hope and joy for you and your loved ones and for the entire world as we celebrate his birth. Merry Christmas.